for the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Green and Davis in at the forward positions. LeBron James is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
Here's Davis, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Just love to see the confidence on display from Anthony Davis with the catch and shoot. Just another reason why he's considered one of the best players in the game.
James with it, Chris Paul covering.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Shot from 12. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Los Angeles, 4-point game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Facing one of the game's truly elite players in Anthony Davis, how do you keep him from going off? Coach said keep him out of his sweet spots, out of the paint, and communicate at all times. So you can expect these guys to be talking all night, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
And sweet drive there. KCP, a smooth operator with terrific straight line speed.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Again, the miss by Paul. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's James. Floats it up for Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Davis has got his second bucket.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Here's Paul, and the layup's good off the glass.
Some of the success to Chris Paul being able to drive has to do with his devastating mid-range game. He makes the defense play him honestly everywhere on the floor.
And for Coach Billy Donovan of the Thunder, a lot on the line. In his last year of a 5-year contract with the team, the end result of this team will determine his future with the franchise.
Well, this team has never missed the playoffs under his watch, and the interesting thing with the massive trades that happened in the offseason, how much Billy Donovan gets the opportunity now to teach and coach this group of players.
From 11 feet away, doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Paul goes in. Good on the 13-footer.
That's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite, a career 50% two-point shooter.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, last season, maybe not a lot talked about with regards to how it is that the Oklahoma City team played defensively. Now, That's coming on the foundation of Paul George on the perimeter, so somebody's going to have to step up in that void. But it was a strength of their team, and we'll see if these other players in these roles can make sure they consistently stay good on that end of the floor.
Diallo the pass to Muscala. And here's Schroeder. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Caruso, no good. And Brent, going back to the defense, as the Thunder have lost some of their top scorers, guarding, defending has become a major emphasis.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting time in Oklahoma City for a lot of teaching to get done with these players who are going to have an opportunity.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. That size and athleticism makes it look easy, Kevin. AD up on the rim.
Diallo the pass to Noel. And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here's Diallo. He's guarded by Waiter. Shot good by Diallo.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Down low and stolen by Noel. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Kuzma passes to Davis. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Schroeder looking over the floor. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. J.R. Smith's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Robertson, he's checked in. Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The fader.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
Raiders against Schroeder. Smith the pass to Davis. A putback. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Davis has got 12 in the game. 1 second left. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see. But no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
They've got Kyle Kuzma. Morris is out there with Howard. And it's Smith, and it's Waiters in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it, or it's completely deserted and there's no point in going.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
A wide open look here for Kuzma, and a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 12. Here's Schroeder. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
And Waiters kicks to Morris. The pass to Smith. Kuzma outside. Here's Morris. Over Muscala. Los Angeles with another miss. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Ferguson. That one doesn't go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. That's tipped. It's stolen by Schroeder. Robertson with it. He's against Smith. The offensive rebound. Robertson dishes to Schroeder. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue. And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Green, he's checked in for Howard. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Smith. And it's LeBron in for Dion Waiters. James has a 2-pointer. He drains the quick shot. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
It's LeBron with the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Steven Adams picks one up.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Free throw, no good for James. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did
Kawhi
last
Leonard,
year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Markieff Morris. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Diallo's checked in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Adams, the pass to Gallinari. And here is Paul. 6 points for him. Lets it go with a 3. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Well, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Here's Paul, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Now here's LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Ball outside. Here's Diallo. Again, Oklahoma City.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
James, the pass to Davis. Lakers passing it around, and the wide open shot from Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Inside, Paul. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Paul's got 13 points.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
McGee, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Under trailing by 12. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Gallinari throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now Paul from deep three-point range, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Los Angeles up by.
Kevin, thanks. Nerlens, you got.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I like that.
And that'll.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
3rd quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3.
Chris Paul always in control. Even when he gets hit, he keeps his balance on the tough shot, and he gets to the and 1.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team should be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Tipped away. Gallinari with it, picked up by Davis. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot blocking guards you're going to find.
Lakers leading by 13. Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Now here's LeBron. He's tightly guarded. Clock at 6. And here's Green outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Dort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock to get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before in the legal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league is going
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
That one falls.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Here's Paul. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A shot by LeBron, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Schroeder, right side. Pass to Paul. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter.
A good three-point shooter a few years back. Paul's turned himself into a great one. Important to do later in your career.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for LeBron. Lakers leading by 11. Now here's Waiters. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pulls up on the elbow. Bank shot. No good.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Schroeder passes to Muscala. Robertson with it. From deep. But they recover it. Pass to Ferguson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 points. That one goes. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Robertson kicks it over to Schroeder. There's the alley-oop. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside. Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him. Now off the inbound, and that one's good. Caruso. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there. Just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Waiters passes to Caruso. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Misses in close. Thunder trailing by 10. Pass to Robertson. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter. Lakers leading by 8. Kuzma outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That's going to send Dennis Schroeder to the free throw line. It goes on Dion Waiters. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Davis. Smith comes in for Markieff Morris, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Waiters. Then for the Thunder, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Diallo comes in for Terrence Ferguson, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Robertson. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's the pass to Adams. It's Schroeder, top of the key. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Schroeder's got 15 points.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Caldwell Pope for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Schroeder, and again it's Oklahoma City.
Really outstanding job by Schroeder there to go with the pull-up jump shot. If he's hitting those consistently, the defense might be in trouble.
Smith wide open, he fires. No good with the triple. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first three quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Lakers on top, leading by 6. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Smith. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Under trailing by 6. Right wing. Here's Diallo. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Caldwell Pope outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. Thunder have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. To the paint. And he banks in the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's LeBron. It's stolen by Adams. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Paul with the 3 drills the three-pointer. Paul's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. LeBron dishes to McGee. It's stolen by Adams. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. And with Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's sent back by Howard. Now the Lakers on the break. LeBron leading the charge. That one misses. Some solid D from Paul. Gallinari attacking. Count that one. Gallinari's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's LeBron. Here's Howard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops for him. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for J.R. Smith. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Chris Paul.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Easy to forget that sometimes Gallo is 6'10", so skilled and is aggressive down there, making the D get physical with him.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
And James throws it down hard.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands, so capable in those moments.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Lakers trail by 3. LeBron passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, AD defining the word clutch on that one. Huge shot there.
Paul against James to the inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Paul against James. Paul left side. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. Make a heck of a volleyball player.
To the middle. Yes! And the foul. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
And the rejection by James.
Wow, LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
And James throws it down hard.
LeBron James, one of the best ever to do it.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6. Knocked loose. And they get it. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Chris Paul has drained plenty of huge shots in his career. Easy to see why he's so revered.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. From outside the arc, it's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, proving more and more he's trying to be more effective from the three-point line as Gilgeous-Alexander collects a bucket.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Launches it. Trifecta!
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And now they foul and stop the clock. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.